Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another canning episode. Um, another canning episode. All right, so two items that I want to talk about today that I can, and they're actually a couple of my favorites because they're just awesome. One is spaghetti. As you can see, it's chock full of meat. I mean, it's just, Um, I do my spaghetti, I'm actually need to make a batch before too long, but I do it in a big old pot on the stove. I mean, a massive stock pot. Sometimes I'll use two. Um, I brown my ground beef. I drain it. I dice up onions and bell peppers in the bottom with some garlic. I saute them real good, get them good and soft, kind of caramelized. Then add chili seasonings, a tomato paste, tomato sauce, however tomato you want it to be. You can go either way, and then add the meat to it, and I'll let it I'll let it cook for not long. I mean, I just basically just get it all heated up and mixed together, and then I jar it up, leave a ½ inch of headspace, wipe the lids real good, sit them in the canner, lock it down, crank the heat, bring it up to 10 psi, let it vent for 10 minutes, put the weighted gauge on there, set the timer, and I let it rock and roll for an hour and a half. Kill the heat, let it come back down to zero, pull the weight off, let it sit for about 10 minutes, then empty the canner, set them on the counter. Then all you got to do to this is just add your noodles, which noodles are easy. I mean, if you're in a grid down situation and you ain't got the energy or the time or whatever it takes to do you ain't got a way to heat the noodles, so to speak, to speed them up, you can just take a handful of noodles and submerge them in water. Let them sit for, I don't know, it's been a while since I've done it that way, probably about an hour, I would think, maybe a little bit longer, and they'll rehydrate right there in the water. It's a popular misconception that you need heat to bring rice or pasta back to life. You don't. You just got to put them in the water and let them sit. All they're doing, it's just a hydration process. The only reason you're adding heat to the water when you're cooking them is to speed it up. So this is a very grid down friendly meal. You can eat it cold, it won't kill you, but it's awesome to have. And the next one I want to talk about is, yes, chili. Look at all that goodness. Look at that, would you? I do my chili. I usually do my chili with dried pintos. I'll soak them overnight, get them good and hydrated, and then I make my chili on the stove, and the same way I do with the spaghetti, in a big old pot. Mix it all together. I'm heating it up basically just to bring it to temperature. I mean, it doesn't hurt to cook it for a little while if you want to, just to get you could actually cook the beans for a while if you wanted to really get them good and soft. But, and then it's the same process. They go in the canner for an hour and a half, bing, 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 done and over with. You can eat it cold if you need to. But the cool part about this and the spaghetti, there's no processing to it. It's already done. You can eat it right out of the jar. And that will do it for this canning episode. Two more examples of what I do, and I will talk to you guys later.